In May of 1847, 8 members of the expedition would hike ashore with letters, crossing the ice to King William Island, and leave 2 copies of a report for future explorers to find. The letter stated where the ships were wintering with a set of coordinates. It also reported their previous stay at Beechey Island, the trip around Cornwallis Island, that Sir John Franklin was commanding, and finally it read, "All well." The handwriting is believed to be that of Captain Fitzjames, and the 2 officers who went ashore signed both messages. These messages were then placed in stone cairns to keep them safe, and there was no mention of anything wrong, but that was about to change. The crew had likely expected to leave soon, which is why they left messages in the first place, but that year, the Arctic hit record low summer temperatures. June, July, and into August, the ice never melted. All of their crew remained stuck in the ice through the summer and then into fall. Modern ice core samples have even confirmed that 1845 to 1859 was the peak of an unusually cold 50-year period with less seasonal melting than any period in the previous 1,000 years. During this time, the Terror began to list heavily in the ice, and most of the crew moved to the Erebus to share heat and consolidate what decent rations they had left. The Terror was instead used as a cold storage for excess supplies and for the bodies as they began to mount. Then, on the 11th of June 1847, Captain Sir John Franklin would join the dead. By then, the symptoms of scurvy and lead poisoning would both be apparent to the doctors and scientists aboard the ships, but there wasn't much they could do to stop them at this point. No notable plant life grows in the Canadian Arctic, and the wildlife could be just as dangerous. The crews did have hunting tools, spears, muskets, and other equipment with them, but the Arctic seals, polar bears, and fish all carry botulism type E. This is the only strain of botulism that can exist in such cold temperatures.